Hello everybody, it is Michael here from My Retirement Trading, and today I'm going to talk about my experience with NAV erosion, just real numbers and my real experiences with it, and what has worked better and what has not worked so much. But before I get into this, I must state that none of this is financial advice or a recommendation, and it is for entertainment purposes only. With that being said, let's get into it. Well, I used to invest in single stocks back in the day, and I never really made any real money doing this. And I guess I just never had any luck, or I'm not a good stock picker. But after reading that Tony Robbins book, Money Mastered the Game, I started investing in index funds, and I actually started making money for the first time in my life. And as you'll see, as I demonstrate in here, I've had better luck with the index-based covered call funds. And I'll just let the numbers speak for themselves. But anyway, if you all do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe. That'll help the channel out a lot. I really would appreciate it. So let's get into it, into the spreadsheets and everything. I'll break everything down. Well, this past week, ending November 14th, 2025, I received in my cash account, not counting the crypto positions, $468.29. And they're from funds like WPay, YMAX, YMAG, NVII, TSII, and QLDY. And that was $468.29. And if you go over to my crypto funds that pay weekly, I received $251.94, and they're from funds like YEEF, YBTC, Blocks, and BITK. So you add that in there. That's $720.23. And if that was to remain the same, there's 52 weeks in a year. So that would be $37,451.96 worth of income, which I would consider pretty good. But I have been experiencing something called NAV erosion. And if we go over here to my cost basis tracker, you can see there's a lot of green, but there's a lot of red in here. And I drip all my distributions. So these are actually losses right here. And we'll just start like at the bottom. Like Bitcoin's been down a lot recently. In the last 5 days, it was just totally red. And then in the last 6 months, it's lower than it was 6 months ago, it looks like. Yep. So, but anyway, so this is what I originally paid, and this is what it's worth now. And that's what all the distributions drip. So I'm actually losing money. And some of these have just started turning red, because some of them were green until recently. But you can see that I'm losing money on these, like Yeef by Round Hill. I have 3,200 in it, and I've been in it for a little over 4 months, and it's starting to get into the red. But like I said, the crypto's been down recently. I just added this position the other day, so I'm not sure if that'll stay like that or not, but it's just down a little bit, $55. But the YBTC by Round Hill, I got $20,000 in it, and I received very good weekly payments on this. And it's actually worth less than what I paid for it now. And let me see if I can pull that up. I get a lot of money per week out of this, like $199, $190, $155, $159, $160. And this does pay weekly. So, but right now, I've been experiencing, NAV erosion in it. And this BTCI by Neos. It's a monthly payer, but I'm even down in that one over $2,000 because the Bitcoin's been down, I believe. Same thing with blocks. Haven't even been into that. Just a little over a month, and I'm down quite a bit, $1,241.10. Same thing with YMAG. It's just a little bit down. I bought these two before the market dumped off by Rex. These are weekly payers based on Palantir and Robinhood, and I'm down quite a bit just in like 10 days or so, a little bit more, maybe 11 days. And this NVII by Rex shares, it's based on NVIDIA. I'm still up on that, and it's a weekly pair. But the TSI, it's based on Tesla, and it was doing very well, but then Tesla got hit this past week, and it went down quite a bit. So I'm actually in the red on that. WPay, I hear a lot of people talking about this online, and I'm actually down on that. Got 21 grand of initial cost basis, and I received a few payments on it, but I'm down like $1,600 plus on it. This QLDY, it was up on me, but it pays twice a week, and I'm down just a little bit on that. Same thing with YMAX, I'm down just a little bit on that. It's a weekly payer. But then we start getting into all this green, and these are index based. Every one of these, pretty much, except for maybe like the QDevo. All the other ones are basically index based, like the TDAX based on the NASDAQ, T-SPY is based on the S&P 500. I kind of think this is similar to the NASDAQ, but it's a little bit more concentrated in its positions. And then GPIQ, it's based on the NASDAQ. SPY is based on the S&P 500. And QQQI is based on the NASDAQ. But they're based on indexes. And you can see that I'm up on these. I've been in this one in my IRA since 131.25. And I'm up pretty good in it. Let's see. I've got a gain of 9104.88. And if you divide that by my cost basis, looks like since I've been in it, this at the start of the year and actually the end of January, looks like I'm up 14.74%. So, like I said, that's index based, and I've been doing well on that one. And then you can kind of say the same thing like about the SPY right here. I'm up $7,222.37. You divide that by my cost basis of 36,604.73. Let me redo that. $72.22.37 divided by 36,604.73. I'm up 19.73% on that one. But I have been in this one a little bit longer. But like this GPIQ by Goldman Sachs, I've only been in it since May, and I'm up $4,000 on a $23,000 investment. So let's see what that is. I've only been in this one since May 12th, and I've got an 18.64% total return on my cost basis. So I'm definitely, not complaining. But I don't know if you all see a pattern here, but these are all monthly payers based on indexes. And they're all green so far for me so far this year. Anything could change though. And then uh, a lot of these positions, even like a fund of funds, uh, it's down a little bit. This WPay, it's a fund of funds as well, type of deal, and I'm down on it right now. But it is slightly leveraged, so I can see it going down a little bit more because of that. And then these single stocks ones right now, they're down right now, except for the Nvidia one. But anything could change if the market was to get a good rebound, or any of these positions, went up. Like Tesla started going back up, or Robinhood or Palantir, and the YMAG by YoMax, it's based on a Mag 7, and it looks like I'm just barely down on it at this time. But these Bitcoin ones, I've been really taking a major hit on them lately. And like this blocks, I haven't even been in it, and I'm just very long and I'm taking a massive hit. So that's kind of where I'm at. I wanted to share this with everybody, to let everybody know that it's not this, peaches and cream. But if you know my story, I used to trade single stocks back in the day, and I never really made any money until I started trading index funds. And it looks like to me that anything that I have index based, I'm up on, and some of the ones that are not are down. So I thought that'd be nice to share with everybody. And like we go over here to the Snowball Analytics, it's showing me I'm getting $71,537.14 annually based on what I have in it and my yield rate. And if you look at some of these positions, like it'll say dividend yield 85%, but it'll say yield on cost is 63%. It's because I believe it's the reason. It's because the positions went down and instead of going up. So for example, something like the TDAC, my yield on cost is actually higher because I've got share price appreciation. And on this one, I got decline. So I thought that would be interesting to share with everybody. But I mean, that is a massive amount of payments, but there is NAV erosion tied to that. So like I said in this video on the thumbnail, it's the truth about NAV erosion from my experience so far. But anything, can change. And if we go to like the stockanalysis.com, and I just added a few positions just for argumentative sakes, but QQQI is my second largest position, and I'm still green on it. The QDevo, I'm still green on. I'm down a little bit on the YMAX, and I'm up a little bit on the NVII, and I'm down on the TSII. But like in a 1 year in total return, you can see like the NVII, it would have had if you reinvest, that's total return with the dividends reinvested. But the NVII would have been up 48.77%, and the TSII would have still been up 31.58%. The QDevo would have been up 20.54%, and the QQQI would have been up 17.75%, and the YMAX would have been up 9.93%. So everything's still green, like in a 1 year period of time, but like on a year to date, everything's still green. And if we go 6 months, everything's still green as well. We start getting back into the 3 months, and everything's still green, but the YMAX has lost a little bit. It's lost about 3% in a 3-month period. And then in a 1 month, which is most recent, the only thing that's up is the QDVO and the QQQI, but the NVII, the TSII, and the YMAX, they're all down. And in the last month, YMAX has actually went down quite a bit. It's like negative 8.24%. And the TSII, because Tesla just recently went down, is down negative 4.9%. So I thought I would share that. And I love using this website, stockanalysis.com. And I'm a member of it. And I also got an affiliate with a discount below if anybody's interested. It's really great for doing comparisons. I use it in most of my videos. But anyway, and then if I compare to Bitcoin, like in a 1 year, the BITK hasn't been out that long, and the blocks hasn't been out that long, but so it's not really accurate data. But the BTCI is in a 1 year still up 6.97%, and the IBIT is up 4.77%, and the YBTC is up 4.31% in a 1 year. But then we come back to like a 3 month, and you can see it's all pretty messy in here. It's all red, and I thought I'd share that. But then like in a 1 month, it seems to be down a lot. Yeah, it's just completely red. So I thought I'd share that with everybody. And then if you all want to see my portfolio, head over to blossomsocial.com. It's a great community I'm a member of, and you can interact with other investors, and you can search tickers, and people give you their thoughts on it and everything. You can see my actual portfolio in there. Just look up Michael Brownstein. I'm a pro member, and if you're interested in that, I do got a link in the description. But it's an amazing community. I go there every single day, and you can see my portfolio on there. See everything that I'm invested in and by percentages. Like this Vanguard VU is my number one holding, followed by the QQQI. And I got quite a bit in Bitcoin, IBIT, SPY, GPIQ. But definitely check that out if you haven't. It's a great website and a great community. One more thing I wanted to share with everybody is with all these greens and with the reds and everything, I'm still up $28,000, $28,448.10, but I'm down $8,604.21. So I wanted to share that with everybody. But like I said, any of this could change because the market could go on a major run or something. But I still wanted to share my experience with the NAV erosion so far. And I'll be back in a minute with a conclusion. Well, in conclusion, I demonstrated my real life portfolio, demonstrating the winners and the losers so far. And I have experienced NAV erosion. It's just a fact. And I'm trying to be transparent and share that with everybody, my wins and my losses. And it looks like I'm going to get over $71,000 projected in income, but there will be some NAV erosion attached to that. And it looks like the index-based funds have performed better, and they seem to be in the green still. But the ones that are not seem to be in the red. And it seems like the monthly payers seem to be mainly in the green, and the weekly payers are the ones that seem to be in the red the most. But anyway, y'all can decide for yourself. This is my journey and my opinion. And But anyway, none of this is financial advice or a recommendation. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please drop them below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you experience NAV erosion, let me know. And also, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel. And on that note, I will catch you all later.